a guy uses a case of Bud Light to fight a wildfire.
I had one barrel with like a little bit of water in it, and I tried using that. It didn't work. When I ripped up the sheet metal, it had a nail, so I just shaking it up, popping it, and just spraying, and then throwing it down, grabbing another one. And my buddies always tease me about, drinking water beer, and I say, hey, save my shop.
Mm-hmm. The alcohol didn't make it worse? It actually worked?
No, because there's no alcohol in Bud Light.
Oh, okay. What was I thinking?
Yeah, it's pretty much all water.
It's just colored water,
It's colored, carbonated yellow water. So that's what he's using in Northern California to fight wildfires.
You know why that's brilliant? Because I don't know if you saw, so there's a water shortage, but there's a beer excess. There's too much beer. There's a beer surplus.
Put all that crap beer in the really big airplanes that drop it over the flames. Mm-hmm. That's what you can use the crap beer for. So there you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah, there's tons of surplus beer out there. Just go ahead and send it out to California where the wildfires are and help take care of them.
Okay, and here's more fire news.
So it's my understanding he was driving a marked CAL FIRE vehicle, that he was out fighting a fire. And I can't imagine a bigger lowlife than breaking into somebody who's helping protect this community.
So a fire commander in California had his wallet stolen out of his car and his bank account drained while he was fighting wildfires in California.
And taking
that person
his
should get the
wallet
chair.
And charging up a bunch of credit card charges and taking money out of his bank account.
That's
to
more
me,
than
it's
a
just
felony. If you're doing that to a hero,
the audacity to do something like that, but it did occur.
Life in prison.
The sheriff's office is investigating. We have a detective assigned to it. They're doing a lot of follow up. I'm confident we're going to find that person.
Good.
And when we
actually
do,
know what they should do when they find that person.
In the county jail,
just
and we're going to
let
hand
the
that
fire
case over to
department
the DA,
guys
and the DA 's
have
gonna handle
at
this
them
guy.
for a couple hours.
So we'll turn our back and they can have their way with them.
Yeah, I think if you steal from a hero, if you steal from somebody who risks their lives every day for you, you should they should have at him for a little while and then go to prison for life.
After he gets out of the ICU.
If he gets out of the ICU.
Then you can go to prison forever.
We're so violent today.
It's been one of those days.
It's the heat. I blame the heat. I blame Trump visiting you and the heat here in New York.
Yeah, so when Trump if you don't know, when Trump comes to your city or your town or your state, they shut down the whole state while the plane comes in and while he decides where he's going to go. So when he drives somewhere, all the highways are shut down. It's just like you're in lockdown. You can't go nowhere.
But you know what's so weird? When he came to New York, we didn't even know he was here. He was in, he was out. I don't even know what roads he took. I feel like he just kind of like showed up here on an Amtrak. Nobody saw him. No one thought, like, that can't be the president. Why would he just show up on an Amtrak? Hopped in a cab, went to Trump Tower, got some stuff that he had left there, and then turned around and went back to D.C. Like, he just, I think he just needed a new pair of shoes that he left at his house.
I just love that he came to North Carolina to go to Asheville. Asheville is the most liberal city in the country.
I mean, the word hipster comes to mind when I think of Asheville. If you want to see a modern day hippie, go to Asheville, North Carolina. I mean, they are so far to the left that that makes me a little nervous.
There hasn't been a bra in Asheville since 74.
There hasn't been a haircut in Asheville since 62. There hasn't been a shower in Asheville since 87.
The only thing they sell are Subarus. That's all they sell. And you're getting close to Asheville when you see Subarus everywhere, because that's the hippie car. That is the VW bus of this generation now. And they're all four-wheel drive because it snows maybe twice a year in Asheville for about 14 minutes. So they gotta have 4x4s. So if he's gonna pick any place in the country to go, you should not go to Asheville, but that's where he went.
You know where he should have gone that's a little less liberal than Asheville? Joe Biden's house.
It's a lot less liberal than Asheville.
Joe Biden's house is conservative. It's to the right compared to Asheville.